That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down, it's Jackson, flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Vikings 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
For Baltimore.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier. Shaquem Griffin there on the tackle. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
For a Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds Cook. And he will have the Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
The tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
5 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Open left side is Brown. Baby. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Vikings nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points over. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
The pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On the tackle.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a run with Cook. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's good for another.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
12 yards the pick up there, good for a Raven first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Jackson's going to keep it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
At the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Step, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Setting up the screen for Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Cook. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. The killer here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
That's the score. Ravens 21, Vikings 7. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's going to launch the... It's caught at the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the 1st half.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. As he knocks it through, it's 28-7.
Ravens 28, Vikings 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. That'll be complete to Cook. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
And complete right side to Cook. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Back to throw now on 1st down. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll drop the throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Dante Hightower able to record his 5th sack of the season.
36-yard line.
2nd and long. He's going to get this one down to Cook. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
16-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. From the right side here, complete. 30, goes to 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Vikings 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for... Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On play action, they'll throw. Smith catches left side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Complete to Irv Smith Jr. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he hits him in stride.
That's good.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 23. They'll look to throw here. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
On the carry.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Vikings 7.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run. Cook. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They run it again with Cook. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now. Coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Vikings 14. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now.
And the defense loses it. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 43 yards, and the Ravens add on.
Tucker lining up for the
well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dante Hightower. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is up.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the middle to Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he finds Cook. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup and let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down, Baltimore.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 64, Vikings 14. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.